Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. Everyone's favorite game mode is back. As you can see, I am entering the World Tournament for the first time. Haven't touched it as I have been away today. I mentioned, I think I specifically said before, but yeah, we're away today. So I have not started the World Tournament. And I posted in the Discord the proper World Tournament weekend subathon event will start tomorrow. We'll do like we normally do, starting at 4 PM UK time, potentially go for up to 8 hours depending on hitting the goals and all that kind of thing. But we're back with a reasonable amount of time today, so I thought, you know, rather than do nothing, might as well jump on and just do a little one. Just do a quick little stream. Do some, get a couple of wins, get the first few wins under our belt. So we won't be using the timer or anything for today. It'll just be a little short one. And then we'll start the subathon event properly tomorrow. But yeah, how have you all been? How's your Friday? What am I doing? Alright, yeah, I want it set to extreme in Namekians, so that every time I go to it I can just do this. I also need to not forget to set my World Tournament items. So, Barber, Ghost Usher, you, and then these, I guess. I'm going to take you out and replace you with Broly, because that is the low-tad full team strategy. But yeah, how you all doing? I know you guys are all waiting patiently now for me to be seeded into my local group, so you can see, maybe one day I will end up in the same local as one of you, and you can do your best to keep me from getting into that top local spot, but we shall see. I know most of the local things will have been seeded already, so. But yeah, we had a great day. We went to see The Book of Mormon, a musical, which is hilarious. It's I've wanted to see it for ages. It's written by the guys that made South Park. It's Matt and Trey and somebody else wrote it, but it is hilarious. It's very much like South Park, kind of topical, political, religious, like humor sort of thing. Like, if you like South Park, you'll like it. If you get offended by South Park, you won't like it. It's pretty straightforward, like, it's that kind of thing. But yeah, it was very, very funny. So yeah, it was a good day out. Went to the Hard Rock Cafe for lunch. I don't think either. You've never been to one before either, have you? You have? Oh no, yeah, you told me. I've never been to one, but Little Blue hadn't been to one for ages, so. But yeah, we went to one. Was pretty good. So yeah, it was a very nice day out overall. And yeah, back a little bit earlier than thought, potentially. A bit more time, you know, a bit of free time to kill. So I thought, why not do a very short stream here just to kind of get a start on the World Tournament. Chill out with you guys for a little bit before we start the proper subathon event tomorrow. So, did they make a real musical out of the Book of Mormon episodes? I don't know how similar. I don't know if I've even seen those ones specifically. I don't know how similar it is to anything that they've done in South Park before. I know they obviously make fun of Mormons all the time in South Park. But yeah, it's very funny. Like how actual Mormons embrace it. Is that true? That was one of the funny things that we thought, like, when we were there, is seeing some of the people that came in, like people that have come to see the show. Obviously, it's been on for quite a few years now, so you would assume that most people that go to see it know what to expect. But, like, you see, like, there's some people there, like, a couple of seats, like, across from us. It's like an elderly couple. And I was like, I was just thinking, like, do you know what kind of, like, subject material this is? Because they're not the kind of people you'd imagine that would sit down and watch South Park. But, you know, to each their own. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought actual Mormons would like the Book of Mormon because it makes fun of Mormonism quite heavily, but it is very funny. So I don't know. Carnage, how's it going? Complexity. I don't really ever aim for a specific thing in the World Tournament. I just try and get as high as I can in the time that we spend. I don't need to finish #1 in the local or anything like that because I got #1 in the local last time and that got me my last 2 copies of Grandpa Gohan, so mine is rainbowed, so I don't really need to worry about where I finish. I've also ranked highly, well, highly-ish the last few times, so I've got tons of the medals and like the Easy A medals and all that kind of stuff, so I don't really have a specific goal that I need to get to. So we just kind of, we just be grinding and see what happens. So, but yeah, it was very good. I'd definitely recommend it for anyone who does like South Park and the other stuff that those guys have made, like Team America, Basketball, like all that kind of stuff. If you're a fan of their work in general, then you'd like it. So, but yeah, it was very good. Yeah, so thoughts on the hint. So I saw that when I came back because it got posted at like 11 AM or something. I think we'd already gone out by then and I hadn't looked at any social media stuff because obviously they posted the thing about the live stream early this morning that I made the video about. But yeah, I didn't see them post the hint. And the thing that I find the funniest is like, I think Goresh retweeted it. It was like, you might as well just post the card art at this point. As if to say like the hint was super, super obvious. But like I looked at it and I was like, I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Right. I think Truth retweeted it and said like, you know, with Dokkan it usually is the thing where it's like the most obvious. So whatever you first think the most obvious thing is, it probably is that. And I'm sat here thinking, what do you mean? I have literally no idea what it is. Because yeah, it looks like a medal. It kind of looks, I saw people saying it kind of looks like a clock. But yeah, I don't know. I'll get an image of it up here. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I'll actually save the image and we can put it up on the screen rather than like change the view or anything. Let me just get the... Because it kind of looks like it would be Tournament of Power related, maybe. It looks like that the pendulum thing, kind of. But then it's also too, like... It feels like it's too detailed to be like that. Yeah, clock pendant in empty space. Like, that's kind of what it seems like, right? Yeah, let me add it on here. Image. Add new image. Hint. And then... why did I just save it? Yeah, there you go. So that's the hint that they posted. Like, what is that supposed to be? Like, it kind of, the bit at the side, like, it kind of looks like Roman numerals, but then not really, because they're all the same. And then it's got, like, why is the pattern only in the top, like, right quarter of it? Like, I don't know. I literally look at this and I'm like, I don't know why this is here. Oh yeah, Jaren, I removed the Gohan command because we don't use Gohan on the team anymore. So we won't get people asking why is Gohan on the team, because he's not on the team anymore. But yeah, I mentioned that in my video the other day. We literally had a command that was ! Gohan. So whenever anybody came into the chat and was like, why is future Gohan on the team? We could literally just put the command in the chat and then it would paste the explanation to like why he was on the team because of the like team seed thing. But he's not on the team anymore, so I disabled it because we haven't used him on the team build for a while now. It's a gold medal wins first place. Kid Goku beat Kid Krillin in a race. Kid Krillin confirmed. Yeah, it could be anything to a certain extent. It could be a medal, it could be a clock like pendant thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I can't look at this and just be like, oh yeah, I know what this is. Like, oh, why did I not put Piccolo in slot 1? It's ROF and we're getting a new Golden Freezer. I mean, I really hope it isn't Tournament of Power again. Resurrection of F, I'm not really sure how this fits with that. I think the big hint is the background, which is big Tournament of Power vibes. Yeah, because it is just in like empty space. And the bit in the top right that it appears to be attached to does kind of just look like a giant rock, like the Tournament of Power arena thing. I think it's a Goku versus Frieza celebration though. Yeah, but what relevance does that have to Goku versus Frieza? That's the only thing that I think is weird, is like any suggestions that don't really fit with the picture, then it becomes like a, well, how can it be that? It's weird. It's one of the things about the hints when they are so cryptic, is it could be a whole bunch of different things, but then if you can't draw a connection between two things, then it's like, well, how could it be that? It's so like, I actually dislike these like really cryptic hints. I mean, I say really cryptic. Like I said, a bunch of people have guessed like Frieza is gold and the medal is gold. Okay, yeah, true. Just anything golden related, then yeah. Oh yeah, show us the local. That's right. I've done one run now. We've got our one win. So let's see. I'm 144. Would you imagine if we scroll up to number 1 and it's like Anto or something? So we've got Kalote, Thomas, and Faraz. And what are they on? 40 odd wins. These guys haven't even quite got to 30 yet. But yeah, the background definitely looks like the Void, like TOP. Yeah, Anto at 55 overall. That's crazy. I wonder who that is, because it's definitely not Toon, because the name's spelt wrong. Toonami. It's at 85. Oh, that's probably Toon, because he normally changes his name to, like, comic book characters. Dark FE, 1,800, not bad. Alright, anyway. So it doesn't look like any of you guys are there. I think Sky is in your group. Oh, no. What? If it was me, I would have hopped right back on and grinded. Yeah, I bet you would. Damn, foiled again. Some of these hints are more obvious than others, like Tao. Well, that's also funny, is the Tao one seemed super obvious, but at the same time, people were like, surely it's not going to be a Dokkan Fest Tao. And then it was. Well, I don't know. But yeah, shout out to all you guys here. Make sure you hit that like button. Take a guess who Toonami is. Is it you? Someone tell Sky not to let Ningen get number 1. Well, like I said, I don't need number 1. I've already got Grandpa Gohan rainbowed, so I actually genuinely don't care where I finish in the thing for the local this time. It's nice to battle for it, like, if you can, but if it gets to the point where the person that is like number 1 is way ahead of me, I'm not gonna sweat it too much. I'll try and catch up though. I mean, like I say, as we're doing the full subathon event with the timer and everything tomorrow and Sunday, so you know, if we keep hitting the goals and we keep getting the time added, we'll be doing a pretty decent grind, so we may be able to take that spot, but we'll have to see how it goes. It's my ult. The main argument after why it's not TOP is what easy A's would we get. Yeah, because it's literally Angel Frieza and that's it, right? Like, what other TOP easy A's are there left currently? But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Something important to note, the TOP event where you can farm Kale and Khalifa's SA is active currently. So you can farm the SA of the new EZAs. Well, sort of. The problem is you can only then feed them in with them already being TURs. So it's only going to be 5%. Or is it 50% if you get them to UR? I can't remember. But yeah, it's not really worth the grind. Grinding out farming units and awakening them to still not have a 100% chance. I don't like to waste my time doing that. I only do that for like I'll only grind like the free to play SA fodder if it's like a 100% chance. Tech UI EZA. I mean, that would be crazy, but it's way too early for that. He's literally last year's Tanabata unit, so he's like a year old. Oh yeah, you can farm them to 10 if you haven't already, yeah. If you didn't have them at 10, you can do that, that's true. But obviously their cards are quite old, so I've had them at 10 for a while. We still need physical Goku Brothers EZA. Yeah, physical Raditz EZA. And it needs to be the best EZA TUR in the game to make up for how absolutely terrible on release that card was. Like, that card releasing as it was in the meta and everything is just an insane fumble. Like, it's so bad. But yeah, if you're getting them for the first time, because obviously you get them as mission rewards, as you get your points and everything. If you're getting them for the first time, then yes, you can use that event to farm their SA up to 10. Could be a TOP freezer, but the theme is... Yeah, exactly. Like, the unit could be from the Tournament of Power without the theme being the Tournament of Power. That is true. Raditz is a top-of-the-line unit. Yeah, there's a lot of banner units that need EZAs, but... normally they just, like, the main draw of the celebration EZA-wise is the actual Dokkan Fest or LRs, which... I mean, I guess they could LR EZA Goku and Frieza. Well, Super EZA. But it's probably too early for them, even though they were the first LR that got an EZA, I think. But yeah, Golden Frieza and then EZA the in ROF Blues. That would be cool. A new Golden Frieza that is actually just a straight up slot 1 god, like tank, like the old Golden Friezas used to be. That would be awesome. Rank 105, nice. Yeah, Wicked Saiyans versus Wicked Bloodline would be a cool one. So we could literally get... Imagine if we got... I mean, it doesn't fit this hint, so probably not anymore. But if it was Saiyans versus Wicked Bloodline and the two units were literally Goku and Bardock and Frieza and Cooler, that'd be so cool. Yeah, getting a bonus team in the final is always the best, because it's the final gives you more points as it is anyway, so then getting a bonus team as well. All the points. ROF fits with the amount of units that get EZA or Super EZA, yeah. Raditz into Golden Raditz. Oh yeah, Prof is absolutely memeing because he hates Goku anyway. But yeah, UI Goku plus SSBE Vegeta would be kind of cool, and then Jiren plus Topo, but They're not going to do that 2 years in a row because it was UI Goku and Jiren last year for Tanabara. But yeah, it could be a bunch of different things. Again, as we always say, like, never go with the assumption that makes sense, because Dokkan and making sense aren't things that always go hand in hand. So but yeah, hopefully we can just make a good start here and get up a decent few ranks. It better not be an ROF freezer for some stupid reason he doesn't get big bad bosses. Yeah, well, they need to do what they've been doing with some of the units recently, where they have given, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Saiyan Raw, and stuff like that, right? And just, if it's a Golden Freezer, actually give him big bad bosses. Golden metal cooler from Heroes. Could you imagine, because it wouldn't be ever, of course, but could you imagine if it was actually just another Heroes celebration, but as the Tanabara, and it actually is Golden Metal Cooler, and then, wait, who even fights Golden Metal Cooler? ROF Frieza who exchanges with Sorbet. Yeah, no, he's got the Sorbet laser gun active skill attack. But yeah, they need to do, if they do Golden Freezer from ROF, they need to do it as the Dragon Ball Super version, so that he can be on Super Bosses. Because that would actually be really good for, like, Rose and Rose's team. Final form Frieza to Golden Frieza with a rage mode that has the all 3 slots active skill. Yeah, could you imagine? It has the he has a rage mode which then has the all 3 slots active skill where he does where it blows up the planet, like before the time rewind. Yeah, the true big bad boss was the laser. It is funny, like, how much people absolutely hate that. And I mean, you know, it is kind of stupid, but, like, but even in the thing with, like, the break in the Cell games, right, where Gohan and Goku are just in Super Saiyan all the time, and Krillin throws the rock at him and it actually hits him in the face. Because they have shown before that it's like, if he has his guard down, then he is vulnerable. But it still is kind of dumb, but... It's weird that it's been in the game for almost a year, yet nothing has happened with it. I know! That's crazy, yeah, it was in the data download so long ago, and we speculated about all the things that it could be. And then, yeah, it just hasn't actually come to the game yet, which is weird. Have part 2 be base Goku into blue with the Blue Boys Easy A. Tech Vegeta and physical Goku be sub Easy A's. Yeah, dude, that'd be really good. I'd be down for that. Brainbuster. Hey, shout out to Bringer for re-upping his membership. Lobster Squad member for 25 months. Let's go. Tapion still needs a Dokkan Fest, true. AGL UI is the best unit in the game right now, and Rose has a perfect leader skill. Oof. I mean, 1 out of 3 is not bad. Tapion does need a new Dokkan Fest, but I mean, AGL UI actually is still very valuable at the moment with the short events and his guaranteed dodge. But yeah, Rose's leader skill, man, I really wish they hadn't given him super bosses. Imagine if he had Worldwide Chaos instead. That'd be so much better. It is what it is at the end of the day. You know, Apathy, how's it going? Yeah, bring on with the 2 lies and a truth game, exactly. Shout out to Drace for re-upping his membership. 47 months in the Ningen Club, let's go. 1 month to go for the 4-year badge, that's crazy. No Tapions, only Kefla. Yeah, Bringer and Drace's rivalry, Tapion versus Universe 6 happens. Yeah, Apathy, none today. I wasn't planning a stream for today. There wasn't one in the schedule because I was away today. But the proper subathon weekend event will start tomorrow. But I figured because we got back a little bit earlier and had some time, I was like, I'll jump on and do like a little bit of grinding. But yeah, we're not doing the timer or anything for this particular stream. All of that will start tomorrow. So hopefully I will see you guys there. Everyone won't be the villain, yeah. Final Form Freezer into Golden. I could see that. I don't know, the thing is with those units though is they don't really fight in base, do they? Do they? I need to rewatch ROF, but Baby Vegeta needs a DFE before Tapion. I would agree that he probably deserves one before Tapion, but I mean, I would still be perfectly happy with a Tapion Dokkan Fest. With the live stream very soon, the possibility of a hint each day is possible. I mean, yeah, I said on the video I made earlier today, like before the hint when they made the announcement about the live stream, that since they've announced the live stream and the World Tournament is just taking place over the whole weekend, I didn't expect that there would be any hint or anything, so obviously I was very wrong about that. Do, 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 do. 92 local already, let's go. We're climbing those ranks. Do, 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 do. Oh, I seriously leaks it beforehand. Yeah, that's true. The cope for Daima is insane. Every single video, it could be Daima. I mean, yeah, if I had more time this morning to make the thumbnail for the video about the stream without it having too much, like you know, so I could have placed the things better, I was going to put Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku on it, I'm not going to lie. I just feel like them waiting to the 11th anniversary is like way too long. But it does seem like that is probably what they are doing. Surely people would rather Daima be an anniversary headliner and be super OP. Yeah, I can imagine that's probably better. It's just people don't like having to wait so long. It's just annoying because like the hype dies down. It's like people are hyped for more Super Saiyan 4 stuff and everything because they like it in general, but like I feel like the overall hype for Daima is down compared to if it had been like 6 months ago or something. Do that so you can't super me. literally the Squidward meme of Dokkan players looking out the window of every other Dragon Ball game enjoying Daima. Yeah, exactly. It is the Gohan, like, Beast Gohan meme all over again, where Dokkan's just going to be the last game to actually get it for some reason. Yeah, didn't they up the rate of Team Kamehameha last time? So I wonder if they just, like, didn't change it or something. Yeah, the wait between the Beastless and then the actual Beast Gohan coming out was quite a while. With the leak, it seems like a door. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah, Justin, how's it going? But yeah, Apathy throwing down the gauntlet yet again this weekend. So for those of you who are going to come out to the Subathon weekend, are going to help out, support the channel, give some memberships, get some time on the timer for the weekend World Tournament grind. Apathy is the prime target. Dodged every gifted membership last time. We will have the Toon L counter as well. Remember, every Channel W, every membership is a Channel W and a Toon L. But yeah, certainly, I definitely don't see door at all looking at that. Right. It just looks like a medal. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh. Banging. Shout out to Little Blue with the milkshake. There's a salted caramel and Biscoff milkshake. Oh, that is good. Hell yeah. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. We said about like the beans on toast being like a final weekend goal thing, but I didn't expect the World Tournament to be announced all of a sudden, like so last minute. So I was very much not prepared for there being a World Tournament this weekend. Yeah, the bit in the top corner looks, I don't know, it could be wood. It looks like a rock. But then there's also like a circle coming out of the top of the thing. So it does look like it's attached to something. I've seen people saying it looks like a medal. World Tournament deserves more love. Yeah, Biscoff is amazing. It's like one of my favourite things when it comes to flavours of things, for like sweet things. I couldn't decide whether I wanted Biscoff or salted caramel, but you can just get both. Here's Yamcha's medal from playing baseball. A bit in the corner is a leather strap. Maybe I could kind of see that. It's like a pocket watch. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, because it does kind of have a seam at the side. Like if you look at the side in the bottom right where it shows the side, it does have like a line running down the middle. I wonder if it's like, if it is literally just a pocket watch. Like imagine the next picture is going to be it open and it just has like a 5 minutes reference and it is just Namek. You have to buy chocolate at my job now. Who's paying $15 for a bar of chocolate? Yeah, that's everywhere all of a sudden now. I find the texture of it very weird. We tried some not that long ago, a little while ago, and yeah, the texture's weird to me. Was there a medal or anything related to the World Tournament? If so, it could actually be related to Hercule or something. I don't think so. Goku Black Clones, the best build I think for all of them is probably just dodge and then additional, yeah. Most likely. Absolutely didn't need to do that, but I thought, why not? Get some extra orbs. It's a pocket watch referencing time. God of Time is Chronos. DFE Chrono confirmed. Heroes is back. Yeah, exactly. Let's go. Does Whis use a pocket watch? Is that a thing? But yeah, that would be really funny. Again, like if it would just somehow was actually related to Heroes. Like Heroes isn't coming back as a celebration, like a specific celebration every November, but they just randomly do Heroes units out of nowhere. But yeah, as cool as that would be, close to 0% chance that that's going to happen. I'll never say anything is a 0% chance, but close to 0% chance that that happens. Awesome though it would be, of course, for Heroes to be back in the swing of things. It's a Time Lord's pocket watch. Don't confess Doctor Who. Yeah. Gathering and just start doing crossovers with every single IP that exists. Whis doesn't have a pocket watch. Yeah, I don't remember him having one at any point. Obviously, I know he doesn't. That's not what he uses to reverse time. I don't think that's what the other guy, whoever said it, was saying. Was it Drace? Yeah, I don't think he was saying about to reverse time, but just that he has one in general. But I do not remember. Not that I recall, anyway. Can Wearer still be useful in harder content? Not really. I mean, he has built-in dodge, so technically any unit that has a certain amount of dodge built in can still be useful in events as long as you just get good RNG and they actually dodge all the time. But he will very much be dodge or die against any relevant difficult content that's in the game at the moment, because like he'll just even get touched by a normal attack and he'll just get absolutely evaporated. Man, I was going to go back and try and get those. He stole my bonus points. The pocket watch from Farmer with a shotgun. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Does he have a pocket watch? The main thing I've seen is it represents Emperor. How? I mean, I guess it has like the laurel kind of thing, which is like a Roman thing, but apparently someone on Twitter found the same medal which is used in kindergarten events as a reward, but they're saying it's superhero. Interesting. Yeah, the Easy A, the Universe 6, the Kalen Caulifla World Tournament Easy A's, probably just full dodge, yeah. Because they do stack, but their stats aren't high enough for that stacking to really make, like, a hugely relevant difference in difficult content. Like, it's not like getting one extra additional on one of the turns is going to stop them from dying to a super or something. So, yeah, you probably just go full dodge. I figured out the hint. LR Kid Buu into Golden Kid Buu. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it would be great. Could you imagine? Kid Buu finally gets his first LR, and it has a complete like what if like transformation as well. That'd be wild. Wish the U6 girls swapped super attack effects. I mean, I could see why they did it, right? KO is the more strong defensive one straight away, so she stacks more attack, and Caulifla is the more attack orientated one, so she stacks more defense. So as the turns go on, they kind of like even out a bit. But it does make Kale worse as like probably the one out of the two who's the most useful to throw on the team as like a solid support unit. It'd be nicer if she had the defensive stacking, but giant ape army bonus team. I get it. The Lorax has a pocket watch in the movies, and Lorax looks like Topo, so it's Dokkan Fescod Topo. There you go, that makes sense. But yeah, if it's any kind of Golden Frieza, then I would imagine the ROF blues would easy A. Thank you. Alright, well this is for our 5 wins already. I wonder if we should set a goal for the stream for doing a chat picks the world tournament team run, because obviously that's the thing that we normally do on the subathon, which I know you guys enjoy, and obviously as we are doing technically one less day, it means we are having one less chat picks the world tournament team. So I'm trying to think what we could set as a goal here, and then we could do that towards the end. I need to get a couple of, well, I mean I've got 5, but yeah, I need to get a couple of wins under my belt. Oh, okay, so we got the extra copies of Caulifla for the how would it be to see physical free-to-play LR Master Roshi get a super easy A? Well, I mean, we just got the Ginyu, the Zamasu Goku just got his super easy A, and he was the first one of those free, like, anniversary LRs, and then Roshi was the year after him, so Roshi should get his easy A next year sometime, I would imagine. Or I guess whenever they next do a Tournament of Power themed thing, but yeah, now that Zamasu Goku has had his, and Roshi was the LR that released like after him, then in theory he could get his anytime, like. Come get me. Tanabata is called Transcendent Dokkan Campaign, TDC for short. What's the name? What's the new name of the anniversary? I can't remember. can't get to those bonus points of any of these things. Dokkan Supreme campaign, that's it. Man, I'm gonna struggle to remember all of these like until it really sinks in properly, because we've now had the GDC. It took me ages to stop accidentally saying worldwide, so I'm still calling it download. Yeah, the download celebration. But yeah, Roshi was good for ages. Roshi was the best free-to-play unit in the game, like on release. So with a Super Easy A, he could be absolutely incredible again, 100%. Let's put you there. I can't remember. This isn't the. Is this the prelim? I can't remember. I'll just seal them anyway. I just want to stop by, say hi. No worries, Aaron. Have a good one. Yeah, good luck on the tournament. Yeah, same to you. If you are going to continue to grind it. Wasn't the GD? No, GDC is now the big thing that we're getting in July. The schedules were out of whack because this is the first year that the games have been synced, but now the schedule is going to be this going forward forever. So GDC is the replacement for the worldwide, but moved up early into the year so that it takes place when the global anniversary would have been. So the celebration is basically to celebrate Global's anniversary, even though it is essentially just the worldwide celebration. As long as they don't lock the most important Ferocio's kit behind him reviving. Yeah, that's also true. Now, the reason they've done it that way as well is because now the two big celebrations, what essentially were the anniversary and the worldwide, they're now exactly 6 months apart. Because it's the anniversary, the JP anniversary and the global anniversary. So it's like some games do, where they do like a 1.5, like half year anniversary kind of thing. So that's essentially what we have now. So the anniversary is in late January, early February, which is the JP anniversary. And then the GDC is July, because that's the global anniversary. But the GDC is basically taking the worldwide spot and then moving it a little bit earlier in the year. So the schedule that has been this year so far, this is what it's going to be every year now, like this. Back at 500 stones might skip, especially if it's ROF. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it's going to be. I mean, I will summon, but like obviously with the gap between when the last lot of stuff came out, I'm not going to have a lot of stones. So it's just going to be a case of summon and hope we get lucky, I guess. Tanabata being pushed back is also good since they return earlier now if they stay returning for Saiyan Day. Yeah. I found the medal on Japanese Yahoo. It's superhero. The medal was given in kindergarten. That means Pan. I mean, I think even the design of the medal itself doesn't necessarily mean anything. But I mean, superhero would be cool because I really still want a standalone Orange Piccolo. So that would be awesome. Let me check the let me make sure this is updated. Okay, so this actually should be, let's get rid of the hint for now. So yeah, this should actually be at 110. Well, let's say for the sake of this stream, since we normally do, when we do the World Tournament weekend thing, when we add on, I think the first goal is the chat picks the World Tournament team, which is like 2 hours, which would normally be the equivalent of like, I can't even remember, like 20 something, like memberships or something. Let's say if we get 5 memberships on this stream, we'll do a chat picks the World Tournament team before the end, and you guys can pick another horrendously diabolical team for me to probably lose my win streak again with. I've still got the ones saved from last time, so we'll have to have a look at those and see what terrible teams that you guys came up with last time. Although I'm pretty sure, didn't we only lose once last time? So two of the chat pick teams actually managed to win. Because obviously the whole point is that we try and do it with no items, because if you're just going to use items, you could just use a Ghost Usher every time, and then you're obviously always going to do it. So it kind of takes away the point of doing a challenge at that rate. Piccolo Jr. didn't kill Omega. Well, that's outrageous. Brainbuster. Hey, shout out to Dark FV for the 5 gifted memberships. Okay, well there you go. I guess we will be doing that then. So let's put these on here. Yeah, W's for Dark FV in the chat. Shout out these guys once the alerts are done. We dodging early. This is a sneak peek of tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. Yeah, apathy with the UI. Yeah, again. Man, I remember why I stuck with the other playlist for the OSTs, because I swear this previous year one, like, all of them are just different volumes all the time, which is really annoying. Alright, let's go back to this year one. Well, we gotta start thinking of some units. We won't do it straight away, but yeah, we're gonna pick individual units, not like a whole team. But I've still got the ones saved from last time, so if you guys want to see. Yeah, so this was the one from Friday, which I'm pretty sure we did still manage to win with. Very, very random combination. Then this was the one from the Saturday, which, I mean, realistically, this team isn't that bad. I mean, Buhan and Janemba are obviously quite good. So, and then this was the one from Sunday. I feel like, is this the one that lost? Maybe. Yeah, probably. I feel like Goten and Trunks and Marin maybe got killed. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the team that lost. Yeah, Tech Bio Broly was on there. But yes, absolutely diabolical choices. The memories. Well, start thinking of some units that you guys want, and then we normally try and I'll do what I can to make a team that actually not only fits them all on it, but can actually use one of them actually works as the leader, because otherwise the whole thing doesn't really work. Oh, I can get to the bonus points. AGLR Omega. Oh no. My pick Spopovich. I actually didn't get Spopovich from the Gohan, Goten and Trunks banner, so I can't use him. Zircon Dodoria. Got to do a run with the Cyberman on the team. You know, actually, funnily enough, I don't think anyone has ever said that before. Because we've always picked actual units and not running a Cyberman, which is essentially not picking a unit. Yeah, free-to-play Zarbon and Dodoria. I knew who you meant, but... We did do the STR Cybermen on one of the teams, yeah. I don't think it was necessarily even that long ago, whichever... Obviously it wasn't the last one, but... Because I have the teams from the last one saved, but... We definitely did that at some point. I second that, do a Cyberman. Alright, well maybe we'll finish this run and then get the... and then do that. So we're on the quarterfinal now. We'll get this run finished and then we'll do the chat selected team. Felt like last year. I mean, it could have been. I guess the last World Tournament was like 3 months ago. So it's been so long since the last World Tournament. 2 World Tournaments ago was probably 5 or 6 months at this point. So it is very possible. But yeah, shout out to Drek, Steven, Tiggle Bees, Big TX, all you guys over on the Twitch side, Little Blue of course. Everyone on the YouTube side. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not already. Yeah, because there was that period where Dokkan had like... We had like 3 world tournaments literally in the space of like 3 or 4 months. Like 2 of them were literally only like 4 weeks apart. The GOAT in Shugesh should also be on the team. The World Tournament catch-up was not a fun time. I mean, it was fun for the streaming aspect, because I do always have fun doing the World Tournament streams with you guys. Because of wacky stuff like the chat selected teams and just hanging out with you guys while we're grinding. Just chatting all sorts of random stuff for the like 8 hours that we end up going for. It's always fun. But nothing beats World Tournament during New Year. Yeah, I remember the one where I tried to do, that was before I split it over the weekend days, which was Little Blue's idea, which was much better than when I tried to do the one with the timer, but it was like 24 hours, and I got to like 21.5 hours and just had to stop because I was like struggling to stay awake. And that was like the day before New Year's Eve, I think. Or like going into, like, because for me obviously it was after midnight, so it went into the day that was New Year's Eve. But yeah, splitting it over the days is much better. Like, I had done it once or twice before in the past, and like maybe at some point in the future, if there's some really crazy special event, I would like never say never, but I can't imagine doing 24-hour stream again. But you never know. But I like the spreading it out over the 3 days, definitely works a lot better. Yo, Carlos King, how's it going, my dude? Yeah, the hint's weird. Like, I really don't know what to think. A lot of people are saying it looks like TOP because it looks like the void space, which I guess makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Someone said GDC Rose is a fraud just because he's not on par with the other GDC LRs. I mean, he is. Like, I don't think there's a massive gap between any of them. Like, obviously I have my rankings of them 1 to 5, but I don't think, like, the one at number 1 is necessarily miles and miles ahead of the one at number 5. Obviously I think it's better, because that's the whole point of the ranking. But, like, all 5 of the GDC units are all really, really good. Okay, right, so we're on our next one. Okay, so let's start getting some of these abominations on the team, shall we? So I'm going to put in a place filler for now, just because I need to then pick a unit that's going to be the leader. But we've already had someone say AGL Omega Shenron. Then we had, I know Tech Zarbon and Dodoria got mentioned. Where is that terrible unit? They are Tech, right? Did I just miss them? Where are they? There, okay. Yeah, Preston, how's it going? Cyberman means we have to not pick someone. Apathy said physical Angel Freezer. Cyberman means we just have to leave a gap. Hopefully getting a new phone tomorrow. Nice, nice. The tech androids, okay. I think the thing is, it was Jiren and UI Goku last year, so for Tanabara, so I feel very, very much that it's not just going to be that again. Phone's lagging really badly with Dokkan. It's 5+ years old. Yes, we need... Oh, actually, no, we don't need one more because one of them's going to be a Cyberman. But now that means we need someone to be a leader who's got like an all types leader skill, or at least an extreme types leader skill, I guess. Because the Cyberman counts as extreme as well, right? Tech Fusion to Masu. Oh, what, the LR or the TUR? Should probably just go for the LR, really. Alright, there we go. So we got... and we have to use the friend that it gives, so... it's going to be LR Rose for this first one, apparently. Alright, let's see how we get on. Toriyama referred in an interview to Golden Freezer as a gold medal, plus the space environment, plus TOP. In fact, the oldest unit without an EZA is Angel Golden Freezer. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Wow, we've got 2 bonus teams. That's kind of funny. Give me those points. All the points. Omega will carry the team, yeah. 100%. That is definitely what's going to happen. Wait, don't the androids, they only active skill like one person, don't they? So there you go, get rid of King Vegeta's attacks. I like how we didn't end up with any AoE characters on this team. Just to make it even harder. 148 wins, time to lock in again. Damn, 148. That's crazy. Oh, shout out to Slushmellow for the follow over on the Twitch side. I appreciate you. The android's at least getting an additional, so we can kill an extra enemy. Oh, look at that. Key for everyone. Let's go. Zircon and Dorby. What a unit. Tech Zarpon and Dodoria. Let's go. But yeah, Rose, like, is probably... He probably is the worst of the 5 GDC units overall in terms of like how I would rate them 1 to 5, but he's also probably still my favourite of all 5. Which might seem odd, but I just like Goku Black, and I think his kit and everything is really good. I just think Omega's probably better just because he's got a better leader skill and he works, like he supports his whole team. Unfortunately, Rosé's stuck with super bosses as a team, but I just think the Rosé's cool. Like, all of his animations are good. Like, he's just that guy. He's just, unfortunately, all the other GDC... It's not even that he's bad. It's just that all the other GDC units are so good that I think he's probably the worst one out of the 5. Which is crazy because he's still really good. He's just, like, the other ones are just better. In my opinion. If Super Bosses gets a buff. Yeah, exactly. If Super Bosses gets a couple of buffs, like if one of the new units is a Golden Frieza, but he's a Super Bosses Golden Frieza, that's going to be a huge buff for the Rosé team. 100%. Now, that'd be awesome. Especially if imagine that Frieza is the Dokkan Fest and so therefore gets a banner unit, and the banner unit is the Super Bosses like support as well. So it's 2 big buffs for the Super Bosses team in one go. That'd be awesome. Is that too much to hope for, though, for Dokkan? I don't know. I mean, usually the superclass unit is the Dokkan Fest when it comes to the Tanabata celebration, so I wouldn't get my hopes up that that's going to change drastically, but... This run is actually going to take forever. Okay. Hey, everyone consistently getting supers, you love to see it. I can't believe GT Bosses is a real team now. I know. Whoever would have thought that? Crazy. But yeah, banner units have been all over the place recently. Yeah, Ginyu Togoma would be a good banner unit, although he wouldn't be on super bosses because the bosses categories are so stupid. Look at that little Cyberman at the end. Oh yeah, did I didn't shout out the individual names, did I? Yeah, W's in the chat for Dark FE again for the 5 memberships. It was Evil, Sean Frost, Solus, Johan, Nicholas Mitchell, and Ted Bayham that received the gifted memberships. Which is why we are now doing the Chat Picks the World Tournament team run with an absolutely horrible team. Wow, the Cyberman actually took a hit and didn't die. What is this? Omega active skill to kill Pilaf. And then we can Ghost Usher the last enemy, even though they're not actually attacking this turn, which is kind of funny. Like, what is this? How long have we been going? This is just the prelim. But yeah, Champa was a weird choice because he wasn't on either of the teams for the Part 1 units, which just doesn't make any sense why they would do that. Pan is good, but like, Pan was Omega's banner unit, so he should have been an extreme character and not Pan. And then, yeah, Spopovich is just such a bizarre choice. I don't even know if he's good. I didn't pull him, so I can't even remember what he does. And then they released that Videl on the Peppy Gals banner, and it's like, why was she not their banner unit? That feels like that would have made way more sense. But I guess it's because they were saving it for the Peppy Gals thing, but still stupid. And make his battle motion carries. I can't believe how many bad battle motions they've released as well. Like, I've said it before, but with some of them being as bad as they are, it's like, it makes you wonder why they even bothered doing them in the first place. Like, some of them are so cool, with all the aura effects and stuff. And then you've got, like, the physical trio from the Worldwide that just do absolutely nothing. It's like, well, why? Why would you do this? Transform into Golden Freezer, only to not super attack anyway. I mean, we got lucky here though. The was it quarterfinal? There's no attack in slot 1, so we should survive the first turn at least. It's crazy that active skills have been a thing for over 6 years, and yet the only character that has an active skill that can be used more than once is the LR Crusher Core. There's the Int 17 and 18 from the Tournament of Power as well. Theirs can be used multiple times. But theirs is just to change orbs. Yeah, I used Champa in the DB history video. Oh no, I think he did attack like once. But yeah, he basically didn't do anything, which is funny. Because he has all the random chances to get higher attack, and I think the one time he attacked, he barely did, like, his attack stat was, like, super low. It was, like, 7 million or something. So I was just like, oh, okay, is that it? That Omega active skill KO screen. Let's go. Yeah, the unit's so forgettable. I had no idea. That's the thing. That's why I'm not even surprised that you forgot them. Because, yeah. Who cares about that unit? Rank 87. I mean 92. Slightly different. We can bring her in the top 100. I know, right? Bring her never beaten the World Tournament allegations. Although, I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure he didn't say this time around that he wasn't going to be playing, so... I can't even do one run of the World Tournament because my phone's lagging so bad. Are you on Android already? Because the only thing I would say is, I guess until you... Well, I suppose you'll get it tomorrow, so it's not the huge deal. But until you get the new phone, you could always get get an emulator. But I think pretty much the only ones you can get... Well, you might be able to get an Apple one, I don't know. But the only ones I know of that you can get are technically Android. And you, of all people, do not want to transfer your account between Android and iOS because you lose all of your stones. What was my highest rank in the World Tournament? There was one time when I was at my old job and there was a World Tournament during a weekend where I was working nights. And I played like non-stop for the entire like 12 hours that I was at work, and then went home, played for another like hour or two, literally had like 3 or 4 hours sleep, and then woke up and just started playing again, and then went back to work and played like, and I think I got to like 400, but it was not worth it. I'm so tired. But it was like over a weekend. I used to have weekends fairly consistently where I would be working nights and just literally have no work to do. So I'd just be sat at a desk for 12 hours watching like Netflix or YouTube or whatever. So it was just like full on grinding. Yes, the Cyberman's going to get a super. Let's go. Well, this was so long ago. This was like years ago. So I don't think there even were titles then. But I mean, I finished in the top 1,000 since then. So. Hey, Baba Yaga's in the chat. How's it going? I think the last time I looked at the ranking, which was quite a while ago to be fair. After I did my... Actually, it was literally after I did my first run. So we could see what my local looked like. You were at number 1. I haven't looked since then. But yeah, 200 wins is crazy. I don't know if I haven't even got 10 yet, have I? It is a shame that you can't gift specific people memberships. I was going to say, we could try and gift one to Baba Yaga for being the number 1 in the World Tournament person, but unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let you do that. So. I believe my highest rank was 45 with 500 plus wins that World Tournament. Damn. That's wild. Wait, is it really going to give me Gogeta for the final? Interesting. Could you imagine if we get supered in slot 1, but it's a Key Blast Super and he counters it? That would be amazing. I'm actually really tempted to put him in slot 1 because he actually is on the first rotation. Ah, there's no super attackers. I mean, that's good for us. We actually got really lucky with this run, because I don't think we ever had a single like matchup where we actually could have lost, like, because there weren't attacks in slot 1 and stuff. So although I say that, we can't super with either of these guys, so we actually might not kill all 3 of these enemies. I remember being in your stream when I was that high also at the time. Oh wow, nice. So you were actually in the stream, like, back when you got your highest World Tournament thing. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, I say this every time, but like, doing the streams makes the World Tournament more bearable, and I know a lot of people say that and feel the same way about coming to the streams and stuff, which is always cool. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it. And yeah, as I mentioned, like, we've got, you know, Baba Yaga is here, Lotad has been in a few times. There's someone else whose name I always forget that usually is quite high. We have quite a few of the people that are like the top placing people come through the stream every now and then on the World Tournament weekends. So okay, so apparently there, like, yeah, there's a picture someone posted in the Discord, like the exact picture of the medal with like the laurel and like the 3-line thing is an exact picture of a medal that they give out in some kindergartens in America. So obviously that would imply Pan and therefore superhero, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's posted in the general, like, I think Drace posted it in there, like, just over an hour ago. Blanco 2.0 incoming. I want standalone Orange Piccolo. The only problem is, though, I think, with the idea of superhero being Tanabata, is because it's usually super versus extreme. So, like, we've had Vegeta and Trunks versus Zamasu. We've had Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Omega. We've had Gogeta versus Janemba. We've had UI Goku versus Jiren. If we have Beast Gohan or Orange Piccolo, who is the extreme unit going to be? Just another Cell Max? Like, that's kind of... Or another Gammas. Like, it's already... We already have the 2, like, main units that would be the antagonist if it was a superhero Tanabata. That doesn't mean they can't do it, because obviously they do rehashes of units, like, after a certain amount of time all the time anyway. But it feels like it hasn't been... I don't know, maybe it has, I guess, but it feels like it hasn't been long enough for there to be a new Cell Max, you know? Yeah, I saw that, the World Tournament thing. I did wonder, it was when I mentioned it to Little Blue earlier. But yeah, there you go. We did win the full run, so... Can you add a hidden potential section on the Discord? Well, in what sense? What, for like hidden potential advice? Because, I mean, really, you can just post that in the general, or... I guess team building advice, you could kind of put it in there. But yeah, like if you have questions about specific hidden potential builds, you can just post that in the general if you want. A tag version of the Gammas and Cell Max, that'd be crazy. But yeah, I mentioned it to Little Blue earlier because we got back from being out today, and I noticed that I had like a couple of extra subscribers from this when I checked this morning. I was like, oh, that's interesting, because like the video that I put up this morning did okay, but not well enough that I would expect like a bunch of extra subs. And then yeah, then I noticed that World Tournament team one had as many as it did, which is not what I was expecting. But I feel like that happens every World Tournament. People are always like looking up like what is the like current best team. So Magenta revive into Cell Max. I mean, yeah, that's true. That would be kind of funny. Doesn't Legends have a magenta with the like robot arm thing, robot body, whatever it is, robot jacket? I don't know. Tanabata doesn't always have to be super versus extreme. It doesn't have to be, but it has. Well, I guess technically it isn't super, is it? Yeah, because Jiren was super class. That is true. But it's usually someone and the person they fought, I guess is more so what I mean. So if it's a standalone Orange Piccolo, then it kind of has to be Cell Max or the Gammas again, in theory, which is just odd because we already have them. Like I said, we're always going to get new copies of the same characters, but it just feels like we didn't get Cell Max and the Gammas long enough ago that we would be getting a new one already. But maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they decided it has been plenty of time and we're going to get a new Cell Max maybe, which of course would be really helpful for super bosses. So I'm definitely not against getting a new Cell Max. I just don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, Carnival tag Gammas, I guess, because we are going through that process now of like re-releasing all of the Joined Forces characters as tag characters. So I mean, I could definitely see that. Oh my god, why are these guys? How are these guys not like catching up to me? There we go. There's still a good amount of animations for the Gammas that can be used. The most important animation still hasn't been used though, and that is the Ultimate Gohan Brainbuster to Gamma 1. I mean, it would. I mean, the thing is, it would look terrible in game because of obviously the quality of the enemy sprite, but it would still be hilarious. Like, instant 10 out of 10 unit if we get an Ultimate Gohan that does the Brainbuster as his super attack. And then it would look hilarious when you do it to enemy units that have like really big sprites, like the Great Apes or Cell Max. It would just look really stupid, which would then in turn make it even more funny. But I can't imagine they would do that. I want it though, it'd be hilarious. There's a reason why we have it as the membership alert thing, because it just looks awesome. I was so surprised when it happened. I've mentioned it many times before, so I'll mention it again. But I've always been entertained as somebody that likes wrestling. And as much as I love it, obviously know that it's not real, and there are many things that they do in wrestling that you can't really do in real life, because like unless you massively overpower somebody physically, you can't really like suplex somebody. Obviously in wrestling, when someone gets suplexed, they like jump into it. So I always find it really funny when movies or TV shows or anything like that put wrestling moves into fights as if they're like real legitimate moves. So when I was watching Superhero for the first time and Gohan just randomly brainbusters Gamma 1, I was like, yes, let's go. Because the one I always mention, there's a bit in Blade, it's either Blade 1 or Blade 2, and it's near the end, and he's fighting a bunch of people in this like room that has glass panels on the floor, and he just randomly like towards the end of the fight, I think it might literally be the last guy, he just randomly grabs the last guy and like brainbusters him on the floor through like the glass panel randomly for no reason. Because the whole of the rest of the fight and all the other fights in Blade are all like martial arts or him using his sword or guns, and then he just decides to grab the random last guy and like brainbuster him through the floor, which is pretty funny. So I always like it when they randomly do that. But I definitely did not expect it in Superhero, of all things, for Gohan to just randomly bust one out, brain bust one out. I definitely was not expecting it, which made it very entertaining. So yeah, it was Blade 2, okay. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's different because it's like when The Rock first started being in movies, the first couple of movies he was in, it was almost like he was contractually obliged, like he would pretty much always rock bottom somebody in one of the movies. Spears are common, yeah, because a spear is basically just like a rugby tackle or like a football tackle, yeah, in America. Like it is literally just you like charging into somebody, so that's kind of common. Gamma 1 doing the Batista one. Wait, does that happen? Elbow drops are always a kind of a sort of common thing as well, I guess. So people just leaping off of stuff onto other people. But Brainbuster will always be entertaining in a scene or something that is supposed to be a legitimate fight. Fluffy boy. Aww. Oh no, but it would be funny. It would be funny. Hurricane Rana is one that you do see sometimes. I'm pretty sure Black Widow Hurricane Rana's people in like the Avengers and stuff. Because it's like the flying head scissors thing. Imagine Vegeta did the RKO. Just the RKO out of nowhere. Goku with the instant transmission. RKO out of nowhere. Kale and Khalifa showcase will probably be tomorrow. I'll get a couple of showcases recorded like earlier in the morning to have go out during the day. And then we'll be doing the long stream tomorrow. We'll just get some wins in, get a bit of stream time in, chill out with you guys for a little bit. Gamma 1 and 2 doing the 619. I mean, you kind of need the ropes to like swing through for that though. We're up to 40. It's not too bad. Watch next week for part 1. We get LR, Android 19 and Dr. Gero tag. I mean, I'm not sure how that fits with the hint that we got. Let's go straight for that guy. This is actually on the charger. Okay, no, it wasn't. It is now. Will they ever make the World Tournament auto? No. It just wouldn't work. I mean, it would to a certain extent, but there's just way too many possibilities of, like, if you were not paying attention to it or something, that you just die. Because it, like, auto doesn't use items or anything. So you could be autoing through, get to the final, and then just get super attacked in slot 1 and lose. And plus, even like the pathing and stuff would be weird. Sif has spotted a moth and is now on a mission of destruction. He's looking around. Yeah, I see him. Oh, is he still there? Yeah, he's looking around. He does this all the time whenever there's like, if there's like a fly or something. He'll sit and like follow it around everywhere and like fixate on it. And then occasionally he'll like jump for it, but not particularly successfully. Is LR Tech Broly good for the World Tournament? Not really. I mean, it depends which one you mean. The most recent one, the worldwide one, he can be, but you just kind of have to waste a bit of time because you have to transform him straight away. And then, obviously, he does do an AoE. The old one, the one that got an EZA, he doesn't AoE in his base form, does he? So he does get additional, so he can kill a couple of enemies, but yeah, the one that's the most recent, you can use him, it's just the fact you have to waste the time of, like, using his active skill straight away to transform him and then pick up the orbs, but it's not the end of the world. Imagine a hero unit that does an AoE. Hero or heroes? Because obviously we have a couple of, like, super class ones, but I wonder what they will do in November. If it's just going to go to being some, like, random filler Dokkan Fest, or if it's actually going to be, like, they're going to keep in the spirit of, like, heroes and do, like, a crossover character or something. Because it seems like a shame to have that just be gone completely. Like, I don't know when the last crossover unit we actually got was, but like, that kind of stuff was always so cool, and will always be cool. Especially when it was like, that was one of the things that made Heroes cool, because it was unique and it was like the once a year thing. Like, I know the big one that we've talked about a lot is obviously the Gohan Black, like, Sparking Zero crossover, which would be awesome, but because yeah, it's weird, like, he's not even playable in Sparking Zero, so I feel like that's probably something that does make it less likely. He's not actually playable in any Dragon Ball game currently. There's probably, well, I'm sure there's almost definitely a mod for PC so you can actually play as him, but because I mean, he's a character that is in the game, so absolutely there will be a mod so you can play as him. Oh god, it's come over here, has it? Where are you looking? Where is he? Yeah? Oh, well, he's down here looking under the desk at the moment. Have you lost it? He's on the hunt. Yeah, 21 was the last random crossover Dokkan Fest, but that was even in a year where we did have heroes. It's obviously not something high on their list of priorities, obviously, but it would just be so cool. Which is always the best reason for games like this to do anything. Just do it because it'll be cool. Hello. Don't go there. Oh. I saw it. It's over here. He's lost it though. Saiyan Saga for Tanabata. Oof. Please no. Negative hype. The earliest I will take Saga-wise is Namek if it is Goku versus Frieza. Otherwise, not interested. I need to make sure I collect my... So I only have to do it before midnight, but I need to make sure I collect my daily mission reward things before it switches over to the next day. The only good thing about getting Saiyan Saga is potential Reddit's EZA. Oh, Piccolo Jr. Garlic Jr. for Tanabata. Yeah, let's go. Part 1 LR Garlic Jr., Part 2 LR Kid Gohan. Damn, people go crazy. Then we can finally get that in Piccolo and Goku EZA. There we go. We've got 10 wins so far. I mean, that's already 31 extra stones. And so far, because I've just been using the meat items, I haven't spent a single stone to refresh stamina. And then there's the daily missions for this. There's another 3 and some meat items. And then we got these ones as well. It's another 1. So we've got about 35 stones and some meat items from doing the World Tournament so far without having to spend any to refresh stamina. So that's pretty good. Gohan EZA picked up 23, or what? Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan EZA. Let me guess, you weren't running him on a team with the right allies from his passive, so he didn't actually have any of his defense. That's immediately what I'm going to assume is what happened. Physical Turles is on the table for an EZA. He's a real one. Oh wait, you mean... I'm sure I still have that as a pop-up. Where is it? Not even as a pop-up, but I think that was saved on the side. Wait, do I really not have it anymore? I could have sworn I saw it earlier. Yeah, there we go. He is a real one. Good old Physical Turles. We've not gotten a cooler for unit in ages. Yeah, STR cooler's definitely up for one. The worldwide units from that cooler celebration. I mean, that's one of the reasons why people want the Tanabata to be Saiyans versus Wicked Bloodline as a theme, because then we could get all of those EZAs. 155 wins, time for a break. I mean, that's pretty good. 155. You know what else is pretty good? Liking the stream. Most of you guys have. There's a few of you that have not. It helps out the channel. It's free to do, so make sure you hit that like button. But yeah, appreciate all you guys being out here. All you guys here on the YouTube side, all you guys on the Twitch side. Make sure you're following if you are not already. Like I say, we're just doing a quick little World Tournament grind to just get us started. Probably be live for about another 15 minutes, and then tomorrow we will start properly the weekend subathon event, which will start at 4 p.m. UK time, and as long as we keep hitting the goals and adding time to the timer, we'll go all the way up until midnight. So it'll be 8 hours of World Tournament streaming tomorrow. So hopefully I will see you guys there, and we can try and get some get up the rankings as good as we can. And make sure to smash that like button. Hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, he's not a slot 1 unit, the Tech Gohan. I was literally just going to say, what slot did you have him in? Because he's not a slot 1 unit. Yeah, Carlos King. How many wins do I usually get? I mean, it kind of depends. Normally when we do the 3, like all 3 days, like the 3, like Friday, Saturday and Sunday World Tournament weekends, I'm sure we get to over 100, I think. But yeah, I never go like super crazy flat out, because obviously we take breaks during the weekend of the, like while I'm doing the stream. We take breaks to do challenges like the chat builds the team, then we do the like randomizers and stuff. But as I said, MX, this one was an unscheduled, just to kind of chill, start the World Tournament for an hour or two this evening kind of thing. Only going to be on for just over 10 minutes, and then we'll be back tomorrow for the full proper weekend World Tournament subathon event with the timer and everything. So it's on the schedule that's posted on the YouTube community tab and Twitter and in the Discord. But yeah, it starts at 4 p.m. UK time. And then yeah, it'll be business as usual. But yeah, we did get a cheeky little chat picks the World Tournament run into this one. So that we can still have the 3 for the weekend. Because they're always fun to do. They're always bizarre teams, which makes it fun to do. So yeah, he gets more stats. The more orbs he gets, the more stats he gets, but he's still not good enough to be in slot 1. But all those stats get multiplied by even more when he then attacks. So if you pick up a lot of orbs with him and then he attacks, then he's really, really tanky. But if he doesn't attack first, even with a lot of orbs, he's not like super tanky. I'll be there, gonna chill. Hey, I appreciate you, Complexity. And yeah, for those of you who are not members as well, we the primary way of adding time to the timer during the subathon is gifted memberships. I still don't really understand exactly how YouTube determines who gets them and who doesn't, but being in the stream, being active in the chat is supposedly helpful. I don't really know. But yeah, if you are coming by tomorrow, then there is a potential of you getting gifted a membership, which gives you access to all the channel emotes and all that good stuff. So yeah, it should be a good weekend, chilling out with everyone's favourite game mode. Yeah, we got the Toon L tracker ready to go. Got the overlay ready and everything of all of our specific World Tournament weekend stuff. It's all ready to go. I was going to change it. I almost changed the overlay before this stream, but then I remembered it has like the slots for the timer and the like next goal to be achieved and stuff like that, which obviously we're not doing tonight, so they would just be blank spaces. So I just left the normal the normal stream overlay on for now, but we will have the full World Tournament set up ready for tomorrow. Who's the slot 1 unit for Tech EZA Gohan? The new LR Gohan, Goten and Trunks. Probably the main one. Because if you're running their team, they both just go in slot 1 on both rotations. Otherwise, the youth team is kind of lacking a really good slot 1 unit. Physical Pan, like, completely relies on dodge. So it's kind of awkward. It's completely random, otherwise Toon has terrible RNG. Yeah, exactly. We still don't really know. Because, I mean, like, somebody like Apathy is here all the time and commenting in chat all the time and still doesn't get one. Like, Apathy is around more than Toon is and still doesn't get one for some reason. AGL Kid Gohan EZA any day now. I mean, as soon as it even remotely fits the theme, I would be expecting him to get one. That would be super good for that youth team, for sure. But yeah, the youth team is kind of lacking a really good slot 1 if you don't have the new LR. Oh, I can... Okay, yeah, cool. I can do that. And then do that, which means I'll get to go first. Go back and grab that, and then he'll come to me, and then boom. GG, thanks for coming. Piccolo Junior Active Skill Simulator, engage. Any chance of news regarding Memorial Stone distribution besides that tweet? No, did they? Because they didn't say when they're going to be distributed, did they? Because it should be within the next few days. Well, from the start of next week, I guess, actually. So, yeah, I'm not sure. There might be some updated news on like when they're going to drop, or it might be in the data download, I suppose. Because the dates from when they're usable from and to will obviously be in the data download. Although I suppose that actually doesn't matter because they're only going to be usable from the day the celebration officially starts, even if we get them, like, given them the day before. That is true. It could be announced during the live stream, yeah. That's true. I wonder if movie 10 Broly's Battle Motion is going to be just a recolor or have something unique like the ripple effects. Yeah, you would hope that because it counts as a different one, they're going to be slightly different and not just a recolor of the other one. But then at the same time, I would prefer they be a recolor of the other one than just be something terrible like the physical trio. So... I've got physical LR Gohan. We got no defense. Physical LR Gohan. Which one is the physical LR Gohan? The... Oh, Ultimate Gohan. The one that has the Beast Gohan active skill. I mean, it's just because he's like, what? Almost 3 years old at this point? Oh, this Freezer OST. Oh, Physical Super Saiyan 2 Carnival Gohan. The one from the 10th anniversary. I mean, he's another one that's like only really decent defensively after he attacks. But even then, he's not tanking like big boss super attacks or anything. Like, I feel like he was maybe a little bit overhated on release, but he definitely has aged quite quickly. He's a stat merchant, yeah. Yeah, he's a unit. I mean, I know it sounds weird to say that because all units just do automatically anyway, but he is a unit that is significantly better with dupes. Like, once he can start getting additional supers and stuff like that, like... And obviously giving him some dodge or something like that. But he was way massively overhated on release. I don't understand. Like, I used him for a bunch of the different missions in the hard content, like, during the anniversary, and he was always perfectly fine. And mine was 55%, so... How a player's supposed to know where units go in different slots. I mean, I hate to say it, but it is just by reading their passive and like reading what they do. And then you can tell by when they get their defense or how they get their defense, whether they're good in slot 1 or not. Like, if a unit just has big start of turn defense, has guard, has damage reduction, but if they have a thing that says like they get a massive amount of defense when they receive a hit, then they're good in slot 1, because as soon as they take that first hit, they get all their defense. Whereas if it says they get defense when attacking, then it means they don't get their defense until they've attacked, which means they're not good in slot 1. I mean, that's the thing, is it's not funny. I'm not trying to be funny. That just is how it is. Like, their passive will tell you how they get their defense. So their passive will tell you whether they're a unit that goes in slot 1 or not. Don't you take my bonus points. They're all coming for me. That guy's going to actually get to me. But then I can just use the 2 and get my bonus points. Yeah, I think the 26th is... Well, actually, no. Is the 26th... The 26th isn't when it starts. The 26th is when the stream is. So the Tanabata... The celebration probably starts on the 28th or the 29th. Unless it's like one of those anniversary ones and it's like the stream happens and then they're like, yeah, the banners come out in like 2 hours or something. Which would be kind of crazy. Jiren domain LR. I mean, like I say, I can almost... I'll never say never ever in Dokkan. Never say something is a 0%. Never say something is 100%. But I will say with very, very strong confidence that it is not going to be any kind of Jiren or UI Goku, because that's who it was last year. And I don't think... Have they ever done the same, like a celebration with the same theme 2 years in a row? Super Saiyan 4 Goku STR was told to keep him always in slot 3 because higher chance to counter super. Whoever told you that is trolling you, because if you read his passive, he can only go in slot 1 or 2. If you put him in slot 3, he doesn't get any defense. And also, he doesn't have a higher chance to counter a super. His chance to counter a super is exactly the same regardless of what slot he's in. Not even Tanabata, just any like celebration in general. Saiyan Day. Yeah, like... But yeah, whoever told you that is trolling you, because you should never put STL Super Saiyan 3 Goku in slot 3. Here's my shot in the dark. Alright, well it's 10:30. Are we on the... Was this the final or the semi-final? (2020) we got Gotenks, Boo, Alt-Han, Vegeta versus Boo-Han. Yeah, most of the time there's as far as I know, they've never had the same celebration 2 years in a row have the same theme. Yeah, in the Goku Black and Zamasu fight in that GDC special battle, you should always try and kill Zamasu first. Because Goku Black is the toughest of the two and gets extra stats as long as Zamasu is still alive. I guess it's Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Deborah. I mean, I don't feel like they're very hype choices for like Tanabata LRs, but in terms of like categories and stuff like that, they could be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. But plus having an actual, like, imagine a Dokkan Fest LR, like the Super Saiyan 2 Saiyaman, like Gohan. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, like, I could see that as like a New Year's dual Dokkan Fest or something. But not like... Even something like Golden Week, that feels like it's not a big enough, like, pairing. I don't know. But yeah, there are very, very few teams where the strategy of attacking Rose first in that special battle actually works. Some of the big, like, burst damage teams, you kind of can do it. Okay, well, I'm out of stamina, so that actually is the perfect place to stop then. Alright, well, there you go. So, that is going to be it for this evening. Like I say, I hadn't planned to do a stream today, because I knew I'd be away today. But I thought we'd get a couple of hours in just to get things started. Just to say hi to you guys and hang out for a little bit. So, we will be back tomorrow with the proper official start of the World Tournament Weekend Subathon special event. So starting tomorrow at 4 PM UK time. You can check the schedule on the YouTube community tab or the Discord or Twitter. I put a couple of different time zones on there. I can't put every single one on there, but hopefully your one is on there, or at least one that you know what the comparison to your own one is. And then yeah, hopefully I will see you guys there. We will have the timer going. The more time we get added, the more challenges we'll do and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully I will see you guys all there tomorrow. So that is going to be it for the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, give a follow if you're on the Twitch side, and I will see you guys all again soon. Have a good one.